thought we were much better. I thought our energy was great. I think that we're beginning to gain some consistency on a lot of different levels, not just necessarily playing, but in practice. Not having Junior and Reggie tweak that, changes that a little bit. But I like the progression of where we're at. There's no more warm-up games, if that's the respectful way of saying it. And but I think we're going in the right direction.
You feel like Jay has kind of gotten into a groove a little bit here. You know, he had the foul trouble, I know, against Wisconsin in the next game, but you know, how important is he in a groove, and how important is that for him to get into a groove for you guys right now?
I think it's important for him. I think it's extremely important for us. I think Jay's a really good player. I think he can play some at the 5 when we're playing small ball. I think he's a really good 4. If we're able to play him at the 4, that means we can play Jimmy at the 3. All of that is contingent on can Chris and Devontae guard and rebound their position at the 5. And if Chris and Devontae, if you look at them as a pair, if as a pair they can give us 24, 28 minutes, that distinctly changes our team. Because now, of the guards that played tonight, now Bikes, Van, Mello, and DJ, now they can get a drink of water. And I think all of them, I think Bikes and Vander can play pretty much as long as you want them to play. Darius has, there's a point in Darius's number of possessions played that it becomes diminishing return. And I think that the effectiveness of Vander is a little bit same. But all of that is kind of predicated on the 2 big guys. And but I think Jay's incredibly important to our team. He's so instinctive, and he's really good.
You went to starting him over the last couple games. Was it, again, a practice thing, or do you feel like you function better with him starting the game? Is he that kind of player for you?
I think Jay will do whatever I ask him to do. And I think I've mentioned this to Dennis the other day on the TV show. He has acclimated Ty quicker than any junior college player I've ever been around. And I've been around a bunch because I'm a former junior college manager. But I've never seen a kid as good as he is acclimate as quick as he has at this level. Bikes wasn't near this good in his first semester, nor was Darius. I mean, and you know, it's not just what you see relative to games, individual workouts, boot camp, practice, et cetera, et cetera. Jay's handled that exceedingly well, and he wasn't even able to be here this summer, so he was in terrible shape when he arrived. I've always viewed him as a starter, even though I haven't necessarily started him. But I do think that he has earned the right to start, and I do think that our team functions better with him as a starter.
You mentioned Junior and Reggie. Is there anything else you can tell us? Do you have those things are kind of nebulous? I know you can't.
I like that word. How do you spell it?
NEVULOUS.
Yeah. Which means what?
Kind of sketchy. You don't really have an answer. You know.
That's
kind
good.
of out there.
Well, Reggie's taken like 3 mono-specific tests, and I really don't know what they are, but they're related to the kidney. The last one came back today. It was negative, which is good. He'll meet with the doctor on the 26th, and that will determine whether or not he can travel with us to Vanderbilt. I don't anticipate he will play against Vanderbilt, nor do I anticipate that he'll play against West Virginia. That's just the intel that I know as of now, because it is nebulous. With Junior, he has a viral infection. He could have attended tonight's game. I didn't want him to attend because whatever is left contagious, I didn't want any of our guys to get. But I anticipate he'll be fine when he comes back.
So how does that hamstring you then? I mean, we're already talking about the rotation and everything. I mean, you got
we were starting to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, we played Van a little bit at the point in practice yesterday and today, and I thought he played pretty good. But we need one more guard. We need one more guard to be able to play the way that we want to play, and it needs to be those guys.
It may not happen again this season if Jay hits back-to-back-to-back threes. But when he can stretch the floor like that for you, what does it do for your offense?
Well, it's just when you can make shots, like pick a guy. When you can make shots, it does stretch the floor. It does make it was the highest number of paint touches we've had. I think we had 67. When you make shots, you're a lot better team. You know what I mean? He was in a groove.
You like him shooting that?
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Jay can shoot. I think that's the first time all year, though, that he's ever made a three that wasn't the first three that he took. Is that right, Scott?
Second and third, yeah.
DJO had a much better shooting game tonight. 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, 7 of 12 from the field. Talk about how important it is, not only from a scoring standpoint, but from a consistency standpoint.
Yeah, we need him to be consistent. He realizes that. We need all of us to be consistent. I think that I think we're pretty good offensively when you study the numbers. When you study the numbers on missed shots, what our field goal percentage is. When you study our percentage on field goal makes, we're pretty good. And DJ, because he can score off the bounce or off the catch, when we're coming in primary and secondary, not only, even if he doesn't touch the ball on that possession, but it's in full court transition, his man has to stay with him, which opens up more space for whoever else is playing, which is how Jay got his shots. You know what I mean? So they're all intertwined to an extent. When Jay makes open shots at the trail spot, somebody's running to the trail spot, which is going to give us more real estate on the wings. When DJ's catching it and driving it to the middle, or catching it and driving it to the baseline like he did tonight, now the next time that guy's playing penetration, he's going to be open for a catch shoot. So, you have better players and you're a better coach when you can make open shots.
These guys free until Christmas night now, and then
Yeah.
what are you guys going to focus on when you get back heading into Vanderbilt?
Yeah, we'll meet Christmas night at 9, and then we'll work twice on the 26th. We'll work the morning of the 27th. We'll travel to Vanderbilt the afternoon of the 27th. We'll practice on the 28th in Nashville. And then the Zach Brown Band plays at 7 p.m. at the Grand Ole Opry on game day, and the game starts at 8. So I'm going to try to hear them sing, I got my toes in the water, in the sand. You want to go with me?
Give me a call.